Hi, I'm Self Heal with Liz, and I live in a converted school bus. I named it Gratitude, so I live in gratitude. And it's a reminder as people, see the word gratitude pass them by when they're driving, it's a reminder of them to just feel gratitude, because the moment that they read gratitude, they are tapping into the frequency of gratitude. On the back it says, honk if you're happy. And so people will honk at me and we'll give them a little honk back. So it's really sweet. I am a spiritual grief guide. I work with quantum spirituality. Quantum spirituality is a thought form. It's a perception of thinking. Coherent, intentional attention. I'll say that again. Quantum spirituality is coherent, intentional attention. What are we focused on? Coherent meaning that our electromagnetic frequencies, which is our aliveness, our breath, the light shining down on us, the waves that we cannot see, like radio waves or X-rays, right? We cannot see those, but they are still there. We can feel them. So that's coherence. And intentional meaning I am an active participant in my recognition that I have choices. Attention, what am I focused on? I am the conscious observer, witnessing my perception of the present moment. So an example is, if there's an obstacle or there is a conflict happening in my life, that I don't have to be scared of it. I can vibrate in harmony with my conflict, with the challenge, right? Everything is vibration. Everything is constant motion, because on the smallest scale, quantum scale, we are just atoms and molecules circling around each other. It's called superposition, right? Like my thoughts, my emotions, they are all vibrating at a frequency that is unique to that present moment. And I can choose in that present moment to, I have awareness in my present moment that I have infinite choices I could make. And, that might be like addressing the thing or walking away or stepping away or taking a pause. Taking a pause as a vulture goes by. Quantum spirituality is coherent, intentional attention. Meaning coherent, like there's coherence in my life because I am an electromagnetic being. And there are electromagnetic waves from the sun and from radio and TV and my phone and also X-rays, right? Like these are all waves, electromagnetic fields that I cannot see, but I feel them, right? So that is the quantum aspect of quantum spirituality, is that everything is in vibration. And when we acknowledge this vibration, this frequency, that my presence has a frequency, and my thoughts and my emotions and how I show up in the world and how I'm speaking to you through this phone, right? How I'm observing and feeling the sun on my face. And intentional, meaning I am an active participant, recognizing that I have infinite choices that I can make based off of what I am perceiving in the present moment. So I get to choose. And I get to choose what I want to focus on, right? If I'm feeling grief, I can choose to not judge it. I can choose to actually feel gratitude for it and acknowledge it. I can choose to express anger in a healthy way, right? I can journal, I can go for a run, I can take a shower, right? I can choose to take a pause when I am observing something that I don't want to make a decision quite yet on. Or I can choose to take a pause when I am triggered by my partner and not make any rash decisions, but just choose to make a pause. And I'm a conscious, aware observer that my perception of my present moment and the world is not the only one. Every other person has their own unique perception of the world. And I get to consciously choose what my choices are and how I want to play in the frequency, the electromagnetic field of my life, of my thoughts, of my emotions, right? Of my choices. I get to play in this field of frequency, of movement. And if I'm paying attention as the observer, if I am giving my attention to the present moment, it's that reminder that I have choices and I can play in the field of what I want my reality to be. So, just wanted to share my perspective on that.